nuclear, some of you may have read in February, we were not far from here, Waynesboro, Georgia, to close a loan with Georgia Power, Southern Company, for the Vogtle plants. This was a long time in the making. When the commitment was made in 2010, it was really supporting the first mover new nuclear plants in the country. We finally closed that loan. I've already mentioned loans to the auto industry. We have a $8 billion program active right now for carbon-reducing fossil fuel technologies. And of course, we have had a major renewables focus with our loan program. Indeed, one of the success stories, I'll say, doing what the program is supposed to do. We cannot change the market. We don't have enough money to change the market. But what we want to do is to help the deployment of the early movers towards commercial scale deployment. So you take utility scale photovoltaics. In 2009, there was none in the United States. Let's say 100 megawatts, zero. Many projects moving in that direction. But 2009, 2010 in particular, you couldn't get debt financing. This loan program supported debt financing for 5 utility scale PV projects. They're all performing, and they are now being succeeded by 10 projects with entirely private sector funding. That's exactly the pattern we hope to see more and more, where we get first movers going with some support, but if the private sector does not take over, whether it's for domestic or for export potential, then of course we cannot support the expansion of that market. But that's an example that's working, and in a couple of months ago, I was also very pleased to dedicate Ivanpah, which is one of the initial concentrated solar projects that the loan program supported, and it is pretty impressive to see thousands of mirrors and the towers of Mordor glowing there. It's pretty impressive, 400 megawatts of CSP, and again, we hope that that will be the beginning of deployments, many of which in that case will probably be in other countries around the Sun Belt of the world. So today, what we announced is another new renewables and efficiency solicitation in our loan program. We expect to have approximately $4 billion issued, and in this time around, we will be looking for now the next stage of the program in terms of bringing more and more co-investing into this approach. So that is today's. We will be soliciting, we will be accepting proposals in any part of the renewables and efficiency space. But we did identify 5 key areas of maybe particular interest at the moment, but again, not exclusive. Advanced grid integration and storage. Maybe you have something here that you want to get out as a commercial entity. Drop-in biofuels, so not ethanol, but drop-in biofuels. Waste-to-energy technologies. An enhancement of existing renewables facilities, could be a variety of ways, and just generally speaking, efficiency improvements to buildings, residential and commercial, especially commercial buildings. So this is going to be the next solicitation, and this year we anticipate closing loans across all of the above. Nuclear, we've already done. Fossil, and renewables. So, in closing, let me just say that one final reason for this push, I mean, we've already talked about perhaps the main reasons, but another important one is we have global markets of scale developing right now in clean energy technology. We don't want to be at the back of the train. We want to be at the front of the train. The scale, one organization, Ceres, a nonprofit investment organization, respected organization, has made an estimate, which is not shocking, that their projection is over the next, say, 4 decades, we're talking about an on average something approaching $1 trillion a year for clean energy infrastructure deployment. If you think about it, that's not uncharacteristic of today's scale of investment, about 0.5% of GDP over that period of time. But it's a lot of money. Those markets are forming. We want to be leaders for that. And in doing so, providing what the President often refers to as the ladders of opportunity for many in our society to get good jobs and jobs that bring people up to the middle class. Over these last years, the energy boom has been a principal source of those ladders of opportunity. And we want to keep that going forward, whether it's in the oil and gas business or whether it's in developing these technologies, these manufacturing technologies going forward. And that's why we are taking this all of the above view and this integrated view of encouraging energy production, accelerating technology development, pushing on the educational needs that we have to provide the workforce to capture those opportunities, programs that we have like Women in Clean Energy, Minorities in Energy, to capture the full spectrum of our talents going forward. Georgia Tech is very important as one of our major research universities committed in these areas, and we will look forward to working